So today we're going to start with day one of our new guide that we're working with, and that is to write, repeat, manifest for mindfulness and inner peace. And maybe you're thinking like, hey, I'm just trying to get my stuff, so what do I care about mindfulness and inner peace? It's important that we learn how to be mindful of now and mindful of where we're at, and that we cultivate sort of an inner calm, an inner knowing. That's where that inner peace comes from. Um, we're freaking out maybe about our situation and where we're at, and there's a frustration of like we're not where we want to be. And I have found that cultivating an inner peace and mindfulness that ties into thankfulness and gratitude, um, it has helped to move me forward, because when I'm not spiraling, I can remember my power, remember who I am. Of course, this is why we do all of this, is to remember our power, that we are not victims of anything, that the things that we want are already ours. Just have to remember that we are that thing, that we are that life that has the things that we want. So I had thought about it, and I wanted to come up with my affirmation for the next 30 days. And what I've been working on is my dreams are real and effortless. I am at peace. My dreams are real, effortless. I am at peace. Of course, for you, it may be something else, but think of something. This, for me, it does. It reminds me of who I am. It reminds me of my power. It calms me. There are times when I do start to spiral and I lose my way. I'm one of those like stress eaters, so I'll start stress eating real quick if I don't find some inner peace, some way to remind myself like it's okay. Um, I've got this. I've got this because I've decided that I have it, and the the uh, the big struggle for me has been to recognize that I'm not going to look at the reflection. This is the reflection. This is what we know to be the real world. But that's not really where our power lies. Our power lies inside of us. That is the reality that we focus on. So when um, when we start to looking around and we don't have the things that we are wanting, we don't have the money, we don't have the relationship, we don't have the health that we're looking for, we don't see it. It's not there. And so then we might start to panic. But this is where you need to seek inner peace, mindfulness. Know who you are, know your power, know that it is yours because you have chosen that it is yours. And whatever technique you're using, um, this this guide and this structure, it works for me. It just gives me a basis to work from. But whatever technique, whatever method you are using to get yourself into that state, into that place of being, right? You got to be the person that you are desiring. Um, because you've got to accept on some level that the thing that you want, the life that you want, the person that you want, it's not going to come from out there. The answer is not out there. It's not out there. You have to bring it back to you, right? I point this way, right? I've got fingers pointing back at me, right? And that's where you need to be thinking about. Calm down. I am calm. Today, our I am statement is I am calm. Just calm down, right? Chill out. It's okay. You've got this. You can do it. This is why we need to cultivate inner peace. To say that no matter what's going on, no matter what I see out here, it doesn't matter. It doesn't change anything for me because I know who I am. I know who I've chosen to be. I know what I've chosen in love. I know what I've chosen in health. I know what I've chosen in my financial situation. Okay? Yeah, the bank account's not showing that. The bills aren't showing that. The text message is not showing that. You got to remain calm, right? Remember the whole keep calm whole phase of things, but that is actually actually very relevant. Um, hmm, yeah. So, and it is done. You know, we always put it is done at the end of it, and then sign off. So I started this yesterday, but circumstances were that I didn't get a chance to finish it. But I just want to encourage you to follow along with me, and we are going to work our way through this. I want you to remain calm, remain centered, remain peaceful, remain mindful of your power and who you are. And try to be thoughtful that this is not about getting the thing. You've already got the thing. It's the change that we're trying to focus on from within ourselves. How do we focus on who we are and not the thing? Focus on being that person that you already are today. Right? I talked about parallel lives, and that some Jerhal out there is probably many Jerhals out there that is living the life of my dreams. And I'm aligning with that. I need you to align with the life that you want to have, but it comes from within. It's the work that we do within. For me, it's robotic affirmation to remind me of that, to remind me of my power, and remind me of the work that we need to do within. Remember, you are whole, you are perfect, you're complete. Nothing needs to be fixed. You're not broken. You just need to turn your attention to the you out there. The you, really the you within, that has everything that you want, that's living the life of your dreams. See you guys next time.